Man, it's goddamn technology. I'm telling you, it's almost like we move faster than this fuck ass technology sometimes, man. But yeah, sound checks, all this other stuff, mics, new headsets, etc., man. So just getting the sound right, peace and abundance. Like I said, it's Cosmic Mind UB. And like I said, man, I know y'all heard me talk about poly a lot of years, a lot of years, a lot of years, a lot of years. Um, and you know, whether you might be new to my content or the presentations or whatever have you, but if you just review a lot of my content, you know, I've done live interviews with Salute for the Love of Poly, my people's over there, you know what I'm saying? We got interviews coming up with them as well. So yeah, man. We you know, y'all know I'm into the poly or polygyny in specifically polygyny, you know, that dynamic. So, you know, I know a lot of people be women and ladies, y'all gonna try to argue me down, you know what I'm saying, about, you know, whatever have you. This is only for the women that's, you know, reached a certain level of you know, well, we gonna get into that in a second. We gonna get into that in a second. Hold on. So I don't want to give too much away for uh you know, Empress Star take you far no matter where y'all are. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Let's see if we live. I want to make sure everything is cool outside. You know what I mean? Had my time in there. I had the time and everything sexy form, ain't it? Ain't ever had the time and everything sexy form. You know what I mean? You know you gotta do the extra shit. You know what I mean? You know, to get to get a little bit from it. But yeah. So yeah, y'all. Let me go and get, you know, the sound seemed like it's situated. So let me go ahead and share this out, man. And try to, we gonna attempt to do this again. And we gonna get back to it and get back at it, man. 'Cause yeah, man. Y'all know how the technology does, man. Shit. Sometimes we moving faster than that shit. And whatever. So peace and abundance. Empress Star be up here in a few minutes, and she gonna take you far no matter where y'all. Make sure you check out Sacred Space. That's gonna be coming to you on your face, who you with, coming through, coming true. And this Cosmic Mind UV. This where you need to be. All right. We be right back. Make sure you share this out. Notification shot for the near shine. And yeah, we ain't gonna talk to the devil. We're gonna be brief as possible. Um, yeah, man. Just a little sprinkle out. You know, kind of pull you know, our magic, you know, that magical wifey in. You know what I mean? That's all. You know. So that's all. So peace and abundance, y'all. We be right back. All right.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you for joining us and sitting through those little technical difficulties that we were having. Tonight we're going to talk about, no, I've already talked about the benefits of having a poly relationship and especially in the Black Indigenous Copper Cone community. It's important for us to, just be able to build a community, I feel like having a poly relationship is beneficial because it helps build community, like I was saying. It helps to delegate the responsibilities around the household. It's pulling together resources. One is better than two, two is better than three. So, I mean, two is better than one, and three is better than two, of course. So it's a no-brainer. It makes sense, especially when um, the women outnumber the men 2.5 to 1. So yeah, it's time for us to start going back to the way it was in the beginning, before the world was westernized, was colonized, and the idea of a mono relationship was put into the households. So, what is it I would want in a sister wife? Let's see. First, I want someone who will be completely honest and open in a relationship. Open and honest with communication. Has the ability and capacity to communicate effectively. Um, and with communication, not just being able to actively listen and not just hear things to have a question ready. Communication will go a long way in a relationship, and you I feel like communication always needs to be worked on, because you can feel like you have it, and then there'll be a miscommunication and unnecessary issues arise. Okay, so one of the top things on my list is effective communication. Sound right, just reasoning. Um, in other words, have some common sense. Um, just like with common knowledge of self, common knowledge of the the systems that were put into place that you should withdraw from, such as religion, different establishments like that, etc., etc. Just when you have knowledge yourself and you start making progress, uh, don't put yourself in a position where you start to go backwards or backpedal. All right, so what else? They say looks don't matter, but I would definitely love someone with a clean diet, holistic lifestyle, because I eat clean, and I use natural products, and as much as I can, stay away from the things that I know will harm me. So I would definitely love someone who lines up with that aesthetic, because yeah, I just don't want our diets to conflict, because we eat a certain way, and if you eat a certain way and it's a big conflict, that it'll start to wear on the relationship. It's the small foxes that spoil the vines. It's usually always the small things that break up a relationship, and just not the big explosive things. The big explosive things usually just be the fruit of the small things adding up. So, what else do I want? Like I was saying, a holistic, healthy woman. I know, I know that she's not going to be the cookie cutter perfect, um, feminine, feminine, divine feminine, because we all have to work on ourselves. No one is perfect. So that'll just be bizarre to even think like that or feel like that. But there is a certain standard that we have. There's a certain standard that I have, and I'm sure that you have a certain standard as well. And it just doesn't go for mono relationships, poly relationships. It goes for mono relationships. It goes for our relationships. You should have standards, and you should have boundaries. And one of my standards and one of my boundaries is your diet. Like the things that you put into your body, because it affects all parts of your system, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all of that. So um, I just really will need us to be on the same track when it comes to our diet. um, I want someone who is willing to be available emotionally, so that there could be a sisterhood built with honesty, love, and trust. I want to have the kind of relationship with her where when we say things to each other, we know that no outside force could come in and say anything or put us against each other, because we know what we say is the truth. Even if we lie to you, what we say to each other is the truth. Our word is our bond when it comes to us and our unit. Um, Protect the unit at all costs. That's what kind of bond I would like with my sister wife. Um, uh, let's say someone who is
Make sure they know you're not brainwashed. Make sure they know I ain't flipping you out and throwing you out and brainwashed.
just for the record, just for the record, these are my thoughts, these are my feelings, these are my desires. I want this. I feel like, honestly, if I can't have this kind of relationship, then I really don't want a relationship, because I feel like there has to be balance, and I don't feel like it's just adequate balance in a mono relationship. First of all, emotionally, us women, we need a lot of emotionally. Well, I won't say we all do, because I know some people gonna jump in the comments saying, I don't. I'm strong. I got me. Yeah, I got me too. I'm strong too. But it's time for us to be let down some of that strength, so we can, so our emotions can be dealt with, so we can be soft, so we can be feminine. And I feel like, honestly, a big part of that is just having that extra energy to help balance the chaotic energy that's going around, that goes around inside of us women all the time. So that masculine energy and that extra feminine energy, I feel like that is an anchor. It would be an anchor in the relationship for all three parties, because you have both energies all the time, except for the man. But in that case, he has the two feminine energies on either side to help combat whatever's going on. And then, like I said, you can pull your resources together, and you have more. You have way more. You know, if three people are in a relationship, or however many wives or sisters that you take on, like, you can delegate the tasks that are around the house. You can delegate the tasks that are in the business. You can delegate just all the things, instead of just having to take care of all of the responsibility all the time. It gets tiring. And with that extra energy there, you know, that just helps to be able to delegate the things that you got going on in your life. And then that also brings me to the point of, I want somebody, whenever they come in, they just not, they like, what can I do to help? How can I help? How can we build? How can we grow? Instead of, How can what can I take from this? It's a give and take relationship. Um, everybody everybody be 50-50, 50-50. When it comes to 50-50, 50-50 is not just about paying bills. It's about, let's just say one person paying all the bills, then the other person is providing all the food. That's 50-50. Everybody's working together. Okay, so
Forms of being provided to them.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Which is, like you just said, different forms of being a provider. So, and when it just breaks down to the family dynamic, if there are children involved, the children get to see a healthy, healed, uh, transparent parents that's going to teach them masculine energy and feminine energy, which they'll have that balance. They'll have the mother, they'll have the father. So many more, so many homes will be less broken up because, we'll be on track, and our generations, our youth will start to be able to heal. So that's why I want to get in it, because we need to heal, start healing our communities. And it takes one person. If one person starts to do their thing and do what they're supposed to do, then the change will come. So I know that um, a lot of people will say, well, I don't want to share my man. But a lot of women are already sharing their men. And, you know, I want to be able to be in a relationship with her, and we're not, whenever she joined our family, she would know that it's not, when she joined a relationship, it's not about competition. Don't try to compete with the relationship that's already been established. You're joining the relationship because you're an asset to the relationship, not trying to be a replacement in the relationship. So, yeah, that comes with just emotional understanding, like being able to control your emotions, because you may feel like this person may be getting a little more attention, but you just don't know the dynamic or the things that's going on. So you have to be able to first be open to learn the dynamics that's going on, and add your 2 cents. How can the relationship be better? How can we build on what has already been established? Or honestly, I see that this is a little with some cracks over here. I feel like if we do this better, then it'll make the foundation better. That type of relationship. That's the type of relationship I want. I don't want someone coming in being jealous and or having being immature with their emotions, or just being hot-headed, and because it's peace around here. There's no we don't there's no fighting and argument and rah rah rah. It's peace around here. So we need someone who understands that peace is the number one priority. Like, even if there is a disagreement, there's a way to handle all disagreements without it being such a crazy uproar.
If a star. What if she has children? If a star?
Well, we do too.
Oh, do you have a cap? Is it like, too many?
Well, okay, so
And woo 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 woo. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah.
one is the preference. Just one is the preference. It's the preference. And why? At least one. Okay, because if you have at least one child, then that's some sort of anchor. Usually you just don't pop up and go, pop up and go. You just don't. Usually, I know it's just different and crazy, but usually you just don't pop up and get on this mission and get on that mission and get on that mission, the next mission. You know, so like I said, we have children, so we're at a point where we're kind of anchored. Don't get us wrong, we travel, we out there in the wind. Um, but we need somebody who's a little stable and not just ready to go wherever the wind is pushing them. Now, if you don't have any children, don't discount yourself. Come on, holler at us, holler, holler, holler. But as far as the cap,
And then, I mean, you can't, you know, tweens is
hold on.
oh man, huh? We got hey. Damn, Empress Star, you got them. It took them so goddamn far. I thought I got left behind. But guess what? That tingle in the motherfucker's spine, ain't it? God damn, ain't it, man? I mean, then it depends on if they're young adults, you know what I'm saying, or like teens and tweens, because it's tough to and the reason why they say this, we have to understand when ladies, single ladies and all of that stuff, whether you consider poly, mono, whatever, and you women with children or mothers or whatever, you have to consider the type of children you have. You know what I mean? The type of sausage you have. Are they hard headed? Are they unruly? Are they rebellious? You know what I'm saying? Um, would they do stuff to ruin the relationship for you? Would they do stuff to make the shit harder? You see what I'm saying? Uh, will they be a distraction on fucking purpose type shit? You know what I mean? Because they're, especially if they got the only child syndrome. You know what I mean? They could be used to center attention all the time. You know what I mean? And then now when it's time, you know what I'm saying, to get your social life, your balance, your creativity, what else, you know what I mean, they doing all they can to work to, sabotage and undermine your shit. And then lo and behold, when they get older and, doing whatever they doing, whatever love interest, but guess what they gonna want you to do? Get out there, goddamn business. It's something else out here, ain't it, man? But yeah. My bad. Empress start taking you far no matter where you are. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let me sprinkle in a little bit. Yeah, just to veggie back, like, salute to Hirschner for that. Cause we're gonna piggyback. We veggie back. You know what I'm saying? Just to veggie back off Empress start. But yeah, man. Gotta have excellent hygiene habits consistently, man. You know what I mean? But the first thing is super knowledge yourself, man. Like not being attached to a lot of this worldly shit, this indoctrination ass shit. Indoctrinated diet, slave foods, and all of that. Let me see. Got to be teachable, got to be reachable. Reachable means, when I be saying a lot of people are too far gone. When I mean too far gone, they just so heavily indoctrinated, they just too far gone. You feel me? So you got to be teachable and reachable. You feel me? You got to be open to, transformation or critiquing. Um, and tough love too. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we need that tough love, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the big backs. I ain't in the big backs, big slacks, big tracks, big stacks. I ain't, I ain't been in there, man. Chicks to eat triple stacks. I ain't in that. You hear me? So please don't, big babies. You know what I mean? Salute to you, you hear me? But yeah, man. This season's hot. You hear me? And you know what I mean? I know y'all be knowing too. Y'all know it too. You hear me? Y'all be up in the bed like, it's hot, move over and shit. You hear me? Yeah, man. We can't hear me. But yeah. And then somebody, look, not doing no convincing because, a lot of women are still, like I say, man, heavily indoctrinated with the mono shit. Or a lot of them are playing side chick roles of some sort, you know what I mean? Or they're playing the just the what is it, the fuck buddy or the whatever. You see what I'm saying? So this is like when we would, if we were to meet you or we or us, I or her, we not convincing you of why poly can benefit you or benefit the overall community. Like nah, because now that's a sales pitch. You hear me? So you know what I mean. If you don't already over understand what it is, if the melanin indigenous, the original woman don't already understand it, it's a shortage of quality men. And yeah, it's systemic. Yeah, it's a bunch of variety of different things. Yeah, it was the women that emasculated. Yeah, it was the system that emasculated. I mean, it's a bunch of different varieties. However, we are where we are. The numbers are very low as far as, you know what I'm saying, the variety and quality of men. And then, like I said, out of those batch of men, a lot of y'all still PB picky. You know what I mean? So it's still a lower batch. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, whether it be picky materialistically or just picky as far as you just have overall unrealistic expectations. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So yeah, definitely nurturer. You know what I'm saying? Got some type of special skills. You got to be creative. You know what I mean? Definitely self-employed and entrepreneur. Definitely prefer because 9 to 5 chicks, man. We don't. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now, baby. I don't want to hear about that motherfucking job when your ass get off. I don't give a fuck about your coworker, fuck your boss, everybody. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. Because I'm telling you, motherfuckers, that's all that what they want to do. When they get off, they want to talk about their goddamn job. I do not want to hear about that fuck ass job. You hear me? I don't give a fuck about people's business on the job. You hear me? So yeah. I mean, it's a lot of it. Model relationships like that, like these, the highlight of their day is talking about people on their job. You hear me? These motherfuckers, they got no social life, they got no type of creative activities. They just talk about people on their job. So yeah, man, I prefer no 9 to 5 chicks, man, because I mean, once again, man, somebody's zapping your energy, harvesting your energy, your intellectual capacity. They're harvesting your physical abilities and shit. And then like I said, usually with people, women is 9 to 5 chicks or 9 to 5 people, it's like again, you got to convince them or why. Earth. What we just watching the joint where it was a Oriental chick or whatever she was. You know what I'm saying? She was like, you had this overwhelming feeling that you're not supposed to work. You know what I'm saying? And she was at a Fortune 500 company and quit her job. See, people always thinking like, oh man, it's people that's broke quit their job. No, it's people that goddamn it had dumb amount of money and quit their motherfucking shit just to do what? It turned them over the corner. So yeah, man, definitely be teachable, be reachable. You gotta be plant based. You know what I'm saying? Plant based, holistic. You hear me? Uh, you can't be no whore. You know what I mean? Like I said, when I say the world, you just can't. You know what I mean? I'm just, yeah. You gonna throw these motherfuckers, throw them bones, huh? Drop O's on them, huh? Randy Savage on these motherfuckers, huh? I mean, because what was it? We not children. We not. You hear me? We not no intellectually challenged adults posing as adults. You hear me? So yeah, but yeah. Let me see. Definitely love, you know what I mean? So, oh yeah, by the way, salute to my earth, you know what I mean? She passed, you know what I'm saying? She passed her holistic herbalist test, you hear me? Yeah. Come on with it. Come on, goddamn, about to be the herbalist. Yeah. But yeah, somebody cooperative, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And then somebody that understands that cooperation and submission. Sometimes look, we all cooperate. We all saying we not here to just there to pay no fucking bills and paying somebody else fucking somebody that understands that we gotta goddamn it expedite out money because this shit is dying. This shit is trash. I mean, how many videos I gotta show you motherfuckers? You hear me? Like we gotta expedite shit and get shit done fast as far as turning this paper money into actually tangible fucking using assets and then polygyny is one way to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. We consolidate everything. We get our resources, not nothing negative. We consolidate all our positive. And what we do is we work out the fucking what we would call unproductive or the stagnant negativity. Um, and just you know what I'm saying. Just like I say, can communicate properly. Critical fucking thinking. You see what I'm saying? Emotional fucking discipline. You know what I'm saying? Emotional intelligence, of course. That's the clickbait one. But the emotional discipline, you could do a show about emotional intelligence versus emotional discipline. But yeah, that too. Let me see. somebody that got boundaries. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got real, like if you do got star seeds children or young adults, you know what I'm saying? You got boundaries, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I've been seeing, you know, when I was in the dating thing and all of that, doing the single thing, you know what I mean? A lot of women, like, you know what I'm saying, they children, like, so used to have access to just being you so long, you actually get a dope or another being, you know what I'm saying, that you like, I like the way this is going. Guess what the fuck they about to do? Yo, why the fuck are you not paying me no motherfucking attention? I used to pay attention all the motherfucking time. So yeah, ladies, please, 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 please balance that shit, please. Because you know why? What's gonna happen when your star season them get older? They gonna always be what? Attention seekers, validation, seeking shit. You know what I mean? That's why you see a lot of teens and shit like that. You feel me? So you motherfucker gotta balance that shit. You cannot always have my fucking attention all the time. I got to balance out my life. Hear me? So peace and abundance. Let me. Oh, Empress Star. Damn, my bad. I got long with it. Oh, yeah, man.
All right. So yeah, he just basically reiterated everything that I was saying. So, but um, so like I was saying, with the children, just a couple, and no crazy number like 5 or 6. But
Yeah, I did throw that body count shit in there. Oh man.
oh, um, yeah, just yeah. Anyway, let's just move on. Hold on.
I like sexy modest dress. You hear me? Sexy, definitely sexy modest. Now when we in the spot, oh yeah, we can make it motherfucking hot. You hear me? But yeah, all I'm saying is sexy modest dress. You hear me? You know, no motherfucking stress. I confess. I digress.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Um, yeah, nothing wrong with a little bit of modesty. It's been we we let we let it hang out for far too long. So yeah, like I love dressing modestly as long as it's sexy, as long as I feel good in it. It could be a potato sack as long as I feel good in it. So like I was saying, I want us to build a sisterhood, not rivalry. Um, we need to respect each other's individuality, um, celebrate our differences. Like I was saying about our communication, it has to be radically honest.
Oh yeah, goddamn it! Guess what? One more. If you did now, this is what women I sprinkled on a little bit for the women with that young adults and children, etc. But if you have no children, you know what I'm saying, you have to be overstanding. Like let's say if you want children, you have to be overstanding that. First of all, I don't fuck with the system. You know what I mean? We gotta be able to do a motherfucking contract as far as between us. Like you not about to do that system shit. I don't fuck with none of that shit. I don't fuck with that system shit. You got look, it gotta be a doula, a midwife of all, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? I would love to have, you know what I'm saying, one of my earths, you know what I'm saying, be the doula or the midwife, because that's, didn't you look that up earlier, Earth? Crazy money, stupid money, ain't it? And you can set your own hours, still stupid.
That's true. All right, so um, just someone that's going to help shape the relationship, um, help define expectations around time, responsibilities, the parenting, and the finances, as well as intimacy. And we all know that intimacy is just not uh, talking about sex, sexual intercourse. So many different forms of intimacy. And So yeah. All right. So that's basically well, it's a lot more because of course we can't go over everything in short little time. But like I was saying, I want someone who's gonna be there um, emotionally. I'll be there as well emotionally. Um, Someone who's there with great communication. Someone who is willing and ready to grow and build the empire that we're currently in the process of working on. Someone who has uh, skills and assets to bring to the table. Uh, well, honestly, we definitely don't want somebody that's perfect. Because if you're perfect, that means you hide something. Because no one is perfect in my eyes, and just from experience. But I do want somebody that I can be like, dang, she is just too good to be true. So, um, when we operate as sisters in spirit, the relationship between us becomes less about rivalry for one man and more about co-creating our legacy that we are working to build together. True harmony comes when each of us feels seen, valued, and respected, and that'll be the goal of the relationship, not just by the man, but by me as well, by each other in the relationship rather. Um, so yeah, on that note, I hope that pretty much summed it up. What a what a sister wife quality trait characteristics, the do's and don'ts, the ups and downs, and all around of my sister wife. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, giving me your energy in this time and space. Much gratitude. Once again, this is Empress Star.
Yeah. Y'all hear me talking already. So goddamn before I get on the mic. Y'all hear me talking already before I get on the mic. Oh yeah, we gonna be all right, man. Look. Abundance, man. Yeah, this is a wrap for this show, man. Told you we won't gonna be long-winded and all that. You know what I mean? If you in the polygyny, ladies, I would highly recommend polygyny for the original woman. You know what I'm saying? For most of the original woman, even if a lot of y'all are married, baby, look, this could spice your shit up, ain't it, man? This could spice some of your shit up, ain't it, man? This could definitely help some of your shit, just depending on the type of dynamic. And then the people like, well, I ain't gonna share, but goddamn it, you may as well share and know about it, ain't it? Ain't it? Look, because then it ain't sharing, it's an agreement. That's good as motherfucking goddamn Campbell soup. Put that shit on loop, ain't it? Alright, hey, this shit baby shit right here, ain't it, ma? God damn. Hey, we got one more goddamn show because it's a motherfucking summer slam, yeah. So look, peace and abundance, and yeah, ladies, sacred space. Sacred space. Hold on. Also, Empress Star take you far no matter where you are. Sacred space all in your face. Go check out the last show and the last flow. It was a motherfucking yawny. That good old fashioned got them motherfucking yawny. And ladies, the yawny is not supposed to motherfucker have no spell, baby. When that motherfucker is taken care of, goddamn it, properly. You hear me? When it is taken care of properly, that proper diet and all that great stuff, it is not supposed to have no smell. But look. I love this goddamn type of relationship because look, I haven't had to lie on my fellas. See, back in the day, they say, why you lying on your, lying on your hands enough? Lying on your dick, lying on your piece, fill it up. You know what I'm saying? Pause, no homo, fella. But yeah, I haven't had to lie on my shit in years. You hear me? Because yeah, man, it's polygyny. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no point in lying on your shit. You hear me? Because look, You a real, what they say, you a real G or whatever when you honest and you can still get your motherfucking way. You feel what I'm saying? Now let them motherfucking players play. You not no motherfucking goddamn doing no fancy smancy shit because you got a lie to get what you want. Nah, man, nah. That's some corny ass shit. And some OGs taught us that shit. Whether it was they told us that or we watched them. You see what I'm saying? Nah, man. And the real one said, nah, G, I tell them exactly what it is, and I still get what I want. Real person. Ladies, that's the one you need. You hear me? I ain't had to hide none of that in a minute. You know what I'm saying? You know how many of these dudes, a lot of y'all women playing side chicks, who these niggas gotta keep hiding, they scared of they woman, all that shit, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Tighten up. But yeah, all right, y'all. And guess what? Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Uh-oh, hold on. Empress start taking you far no matter where. She said, what? Don't forget to do what? Like, subscribe, and goddamn share like you motherfuckers just don't care. And guess what? Cozmik mind UV. Damn. Whoa.